The Islamic Society of North America is having their annual conference in Houston, and the ex-Muslims of North America, a wonderful group that we've worked with before, was there to help educate those members about leaving their faith, about what it is to be an ex-Muslim. They were passing out a few flyers, they had on their t-shirts, and generally they were just talking with attendees at that conference. And they went to a nearby Starbucks at the bottom of the Hilton Hotel. They got a couple drinks. They were sitting there charging their phones, looking through their phones, when all of a sudden security came over and told them that they had to get out. They said that they were protesters and escorted them off the property, kicked them out. And they said, yep, you're trespassing, you are not allowed on our property. So essentially what we have here is ex-Muslims, atheists, being kicked out of a place of public accommodation for being ex-Muslims, for being atheists. So this is very clearly a violation of the Civil Rights Act, which guarantees anybody access to a place of public accommodation without regard to their religious beliefs or lack thereof.
Sir, is it your statement that we can't be on your property because my shirt says I'm an ex-Muslim?
The ex-Muslims stood out because they had t-shirts saying they were not religious. They were no longer Muslims. So this is the same as if Starbucks or Hilton had kicked somebody out for wearing a John 3:16 shirt or a yarmulke or any other piece of religious paraphernalia. The businesses would not kick those people out. But here, because these are ex-Muslims, because these are a minority, because they're atheists, they're a reviled minority, it was deemed acceptable. And they violated the Civil Rights Act by booting them off the property. Pretty egregious. Ex-Muslims is the first organization of its kind. It provides a community and support for Muslims who are leaving their faith and works to end discrimination against those ex-Muslims. Sarah Hayter, one of the executive directors of Ex-Muslims of North America, is actually going to be at the FFRF convention in San Francisco in early November. And she's a wonderful speaker and a good friend, and highly recommend everybody come out and see her. FFRF has dealt with many civil rights violations of these kind, including on behalf of ex-Muslims of North America before. They were actually denied a cake by Wegmans once, and FFRF stepped in to help them navigate that system. So right now, we are waiting for a response from Starbucks and Hilton, from their legal teams, to see how they intend to correct this very egregious violation of the Civil Rights Act.